Hello to my Geminis. All right, Geminis, let's get right into it. Happy birthday to all of my Geminis. Hopefully, you all are still having a great birthday season. Yep, Geminis, let's get right into it. The moon is in a crescent moon. It's in a crescent moon in Pisces. It's the last quarter moon in Pisces. So let's get right into it. Let's go see what's going on in your card. So happy last quarter moon in Pisces. Last quarter moon in Pisces is a deeply spiritual and introspective time, perfect for emotional release, intuitive healing, and closure. It invites you to surrender, trust your inner wisdom, and let go of illusions or escapism before the next lunar cycle begins, right? So if something has been overwhelming for you, that I am filled with energy. So if something has been overwhelming for you in terms of believing or not believing something or whatever, then, or just like believing in your dreams, you could have been having some dreams or downloads about something, and you're trying to close out cycles. And of course, we're talking about fruits of your labor because we had a full strawberry moon. So you planted, some seeds were planted, and something could have been overwhelming, for you. Maybe your business took off and you were like, oh my God, I had no idea that seed was planted by source. And you started watering that business idea and it just took off and people didn't believe it. People could not believe that your business would take off, and that was an idea that you did. But you all roll third house. Third house is all about early education, your intelligence, your sibling interaction, logic, reason, communication skills, short trips, hobbies. And so, yeah, you're filled with energy. 3, 4, 5, baby steps. Little by little, it will get done. The overwhelm you feel is not unnoticed by your angels. They ask you to reconfigure your perspective and instead of focusing on the big picture, look at the immediate next steps. Organize your thoughts on paper now and write down what your baby steps will be in the forthcoming days. So 3, 4, 5, obviously you got 1 and 2. That's before that. So in terms of love, in terms of forgiveness, in terms of those kind of things, but something could have been overwhelming, for you or someone else, you and someone else. Something could have been overwhelming for, you and someone you love. But so last quarter, moon in Pisces, what emotional wound is ready to be healed or released for Gemini source? What emotional wound is ready to be healed or released? Healed or released. So energy. I feel like when we talk about energy, Aries is ruled by the energy planet. And I'm feeling like first impression of you and someone else, right? There we go. Aries right here. So we're not talking about a particular Aries. Aries just rules first house, right? So somebody thought about your personality, your temperament, your appearance, your self-image, your first impression, self-awareness, your outlook on life. Almost like that you would just go along with a flow, like of some things, that you and somebody would just go along with the flow of some things. What's interesting with this is I feel like because at the bottom of the deck, it's like somebody's mother would go along with the flow, or two mothers thought that you would go along with the flow. Maybe somebody's mother is an Aries. So 4 and 7 is 11. So 11 is a master number, but it also looks like it looks like two pillars. So it's like somebody thought that as soon as you walk through the door, that you would be a person that would just go along with whatever, right? Maybe somebody looked at you as like, okay, as soon as they saw you, like people have this impression of you that when they see you, that you would just go along with whatever, right? As a kind of maybe a nurturing type of energy. But see this right here, light and dark side of things. People just say, oh, this person would just, they seem like they would just kind of like go along to get along, right? So baby steps for you, right? So maybe in your personal or your professional life. So if you're in a job, people, as soon as you walk through the door, people say, oh, okay, this person, they'll just go along. They'll just go like, oh, okay, no problem. They'll just go along. You're just kind of maybe an easygoing person, right? And so you could have been bullied. You could have been bullied. And this is what a lot of people who are very in tune with the that part of themselves is. But Source is trying to help somebody learn how to contain their water, like get real structure with your water, because I feel like you're a prayer warrior. So some energies really thought that you would just go along. I feel like somebody's mother It could have been your mother or mother-in-law, or it could have even been a husband or a wife. Thought that you would just kind of be the person that would just kind of sort of go along with just being bullied, or maybe bullying your kids, or whatever the case may be. It's like, no, no, right? Yeah. So somebody was definitely dealing with a. This is somebody's, could have been a father figure, could have been somebody's husband. Somebody's married to somebody who's a husband, who's a master manipulator, who created something. They created something just for somebody to be on stage. They created some kind of a divide just to be on some kind of a stage. Like, somebody could have been, whoever you are, somebody could have been married to or had kids with a narcissist just to be on stage. They used, whoever this energy is, used two mother figures or two mother-like figures, almost like pushing you to the side. Almost, whoever you are, whether you're a man or woman, it doesn't really matter. Like pushing you to the side, like you just don't even count. Right? Something was done behind your back, talking behind your back. All of this going on. This somebody has a very sharp energy, playing all these mind games. But somebody thought that you were not coming back to something. Somebody thought you weren't coming back. Somebody had, yeah, and then they just, like I said, worshipped or celebrated like something, like nothing ever happened. But I'm seeing your cards here. Not only does somebody have, this is somebody that somebody was married to. Somebody was married to this energy. But they couldn't stop there, whoever this energy is. They couldn't stop there. Mm-mm-mm. Something about your energy is, not only are you all a very smart sign, you're an air sign, you're very smart. You have multiple streams of income, and you all love to learn. Whoever you are, you love to learn. I'm saying multiple streams of income. But somebody wanted to attach themselves to your money by any means necessary. Somebody was married to a complete narcissist. That people really just, they had to take another inspired action. Not only were they talking about you behind your back, just to be on some kind of center stage. Like somebody literally wanted to be you. They wanted to mirror your energy as a good parent, as a parent who, multiple streams of income. It's like somebody just wants your whole life. Whoever this energy is, wow. There's something was just overwhelming. Something was overwhelmed. People were like, what is this? Something about your spiritual gifts. You have psychic gifts. Somebody has psychic gifts. These two energies did something behind your back. Now they said something behind your back, playing mind games in court, right? This was to end you, right? But something was so overwhelming. Judgment is now coming down on some energies. Somebody you were married to. There's a Hierophant card, and the organization that they were working with. Yeah. Something is now behind you. You can go ahead and start thanking source, because somebody is saying that you're a great parent, whoever you are, behind your back. Something was inverted. Somebody is now saying that you're a great parent, whoever you are, right? Here's the Queen of Swords here. So I see you sitting on your throne, just carefully just vetting your thoughts. Um, Somebody was definitely trying to attach themselves to your money. So if you have multiple streams of income, somebody was just, all they were about is just money. That's it. A Taurus could be involved in something. A judgment is coming down on a Taurus, or that's attached to a religious organization. But here we have the Nine of Swords here. Yeah, creating a nightmare, trying to create a nightmare, all about something was just a transaction. Something was just a transaction. And this is what you and somebody have in common. Here's the Six of Pentacles here. Yeah, everything was just for money, just a money grab, just to make somebody feel worthless. Anybody that had low self-esteem already just wanted to make somebody feel worthless and just being put out their house. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles here. Again, just money, 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 money. Somebody just wanted some money. So you got big money coming back to you. So something has now something is on the outside of your door. Something is now on the outside of your door now. Since these energies were paid to make you and someone else feel worthless, now that's on the outside of your door. And now your money is about to start growing. And now you're learning how to master protecting your money. Now you're mastering protecting your money from energies who really have like a gold digging spirit. I mean, I can't say no clearer than that. You're protecting your money from gold digging, shady energies. That's all about this. It's just a transaction for certain energy. That's all it is. It's a transaction. Somebody is too vain, vengeful, agreeing with envy spirits. All for them, it was just money. It was just money. So starting with somebody that you was married to, whoever you were married to, felt like something was their way or the highway, and then decided to use a younger person to do something. Because they felt like you loved this young person deep, like your heart was deeply connected to this young person. They decided to push their back up against the wall, and say something about your mental health, like you were depressed and all of this other stuff. They felt like something was their way or the highway. But these were two energies. These were two mothers, or your mother or mother-in-law, or like a mother or somebody mother figure to be aunts, whoever, women. Um, who energies, they felt like they used a young person, but guess what? You felt everything the young person was going through. Whoever this energy was, you felt everything they were going through, but it ended something on the inside of them, and it ended something on the inside of you. Like something finally made you decided to take some kind of action. Like, you know what? You and them are done with them for life. Y'all are done with them for life. If somebody just don't have a maternal bone in their body. Here we have the Nine of Pentacles here. So I'm seeing financial independence for you, and somebody is now learning how to protect their money, protect your physical self, like protect your money. You and somebody are learning how to protect yourselves, your physical bodies, away from people who everything for them is just a transaction, just a transaction. I feel like you move from your heart chakra. I feel like you move from your heart chakra. A lot of people move from their heart chakra. They move from there. Oh, I forgive that person. It was like, it was a little bit of money. It wasn't that big of a deal. You can always get your money back, whatever. But some people, for them, the roots run real deep when it comes to money. And so somebody was definitely trying to keep themselves attached to your money by any means necessary behind your back, though. And something was exposed. Something was exposed. So anyway, let's close this out. Here's a page of swords. Whatever anxiety you was having about something is going to come to an end very soon. As far as somebody, you being an open book, or a young person being an open book, feeling like they're walking on eggshells, but something has just been a complete nightmare. Complete nightmare. All right, let's close this out, Gemini. Let's close this out. Somebody was definitely saying that you're a bully, but this is what quite a few people have in common. As soon as somebody walked through a door and started talking, here comes somebody feeling like, oh, okay. They put their emotions to the side, had no emotions. For them, it's like, okay, let's just create something. It's deepening. Once you're on earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin for non-grasping, detachment, and surrender. They bring the peace of God. They bring the peace of God. All somebody saw with somebody is an opportunity to make some money, and that was it. They ain't no emotion whatsoever. They care about love, heart, forgiveness. They just do. Oh, let's create an opportunity to make money. That's it. So you're connecting with the earth, but somebody has definitely gone through a rebirth. Somebody has definitely gone through a rebirth. Right, definitely gone through a rebirth. These energies, they something else. Something else. All right. But you and somebody are prayer warriors. The key, all you do with ease and enthusiasm is the path to your goal. Actions are secondary. Make the energy within your primary focus. Do not underestimate the little joys. Whatever you wish, when you lessen the importance of problems and suffering, life will swing back into balance. Stop the struggle and feel the peace. The world responds to you. Don't give up. It's okay that things don't always feel easy and effortless. Some of the best moments in life are during and after hard times. Keep believing. Somebody was in a karmic relationship. That's what this is. Somebody was in a karmic relationship with somebody. Again, take only what resonates with you. And court is not always physical court. Sometimes it's just spiritual court. But something was floating through the air that you and someone had something in common. Um, Maybe somebody thought that you all were work husband and wife or romantic, somehow aligned, whatever. Um, and some things were being done behind your back, but actually y'all had more in common than that. Like, so y'all may not have been work husband and wife, but whatever. Work husband and wife don't mean people sleeping together. Bottom line is somebody decided to create a nightmare, but something with all I can say is what the enemy meant for evil, source turned something around for everybody's good to expose something that was darker and deeper and more sinister. That's what Source did. Source exposed something that was darker and deeper and more sinister because it got people to praying. It really started returning people back to the Creator. It started returning people back to Source and asking God for clarity. Okay, I need clarity on something. What the heck is going on? What is going on? Because something is just overwhelming. What the heck? It's coming. So hope is on the horizon in the face of challenges. Remember that nothing lasts forever. Trust the universe has good things in store for you. Yeah. Something was all about money for somebody. That's it. It was just a transaction. That was it. No matter how cold hearted energies were, no matter how it made people feel, the kids, nothing. So two energies felt like something was their way or the highway. They felt like, okay, let's play, you know, the energies, working with an organization. Um, for them, like I said before, like just in terms of just like duality. On one hand, energy come across as courageous, energetic, and pioneering, but another one comes across as impulsive, aggressive, and impatient. So imagine the mind games. The mind games. One minute you feel like, okay, yeah, you got the I can do it attitude, and the next minute you feel worthless. Okay, why can't you can't do anything right? So just the extreme highs and lows. On top of that, the judgment card, which is Pluto, is currently retrograde. That causes enough emotional roller coasters as it is. So imagine all of this going on behind you and someone else's back. One minute somebody feels like, oh, they got it. They're great. Okay, you're smart enough. This is mind games here. This is what was going on behind a lot of people's backs, the mind games. Oh, you got it. This is great. You're smart. You can do it. You can do it attitude. And the next minute, some kind of impulsive action, aggression, some kind of impatience going on. Why can't you get it? What's wrong with you? You slow. You don't know what's going on. Well, how come you this kind of stuff, playing these little stupid mind games until karma arrived. Temperance card. hmm That is what I have for you. All of these little mind games. That is what I have for you. So, all right. Bye.